Shane Warne. If you're going to pick a spinner, you have to include Warne. He revolutionised the game of leg spinning. There have been a lot of good players who bowled leg spin before him. But the reason I think he was unique is because he came on the scene and he spun the ball alarmingly. Enormous amounts of spin. Now, there have been other leg spinners in the history of the game who bowled balls with quite a lot of spin. But usually, they've kept on bowling the odd long up or half volley in between the good balls. He had such great accuracy. He could bowl so accurately that he hardly ever gave you a bad ball. So allied to that great spin, supreme accuracy, he could bowl the googly, and then his flipper was a magic ball, as well as his top spinner. Got really 4 variations. There's a lot of kidology used saying he got this sort of ball and that ball, but really there's only about 4 deliveries. Leg spin, googly, top spinner and the flipper. When he had his shoulder injury, yes, he couldn't bowl the flipper or the googly so easily, but until he had shoulder trouble, he could do them all absolutely brilliantly. And I think for someone like me watching him who once played, I'd love to have had a bat against him. Not because I think I would have been successful or I think I'd have failed. It's just that you'd love to have had the challenge. I don't remember anybody in my time of playing or since when I had 20 years of commentating, anybody who's been remotely like him or as good. And when you see somebody that good, who's performed all over the world, most of the places in the world he's done great, you'd just like to pit your skills and your wits against and see how you come out. It's a challenge. If you play sport, you want to try yourself against the best, and he was the best. Allied to that, he had such an ebullient character. He could lift people in the team, great competitor. Probably the one small thing minus against him, I checked that when he came to India and played, he played 9 matches, took 34 wickets, and they cost him 43 runs. Most people don't realise that he wasn't a great success in India. It's the one thing I think he'd probably like to go back and change if he could, because 43 runs a wicket is very, very expensive. But then again, the Indians are pretty good batsmen against spin, aren't they? And they've had some very good players at the time Warne was playing.